Hi, this is Jennifer Ross with Active Entrepreneur. Welcome to Active on Long Island.
Big or small, I groom them all. Glad and Lassie Dog and Cat Grooming. Anybody that's had their dogs washed by me will tell you the dog smells great for a week. Fresh and clean, right?
We are here with Lisa Gatti, the Executive Director of PALOMINO. Lisa, tell me a little bit about you before all this started.
I was an avid horse competitive rider, actually.
Oh, wow.
And my mom was a special ed teacher. My dad was a book publisher. They sent me away to an all-girls school in Virginia, and my dad used to send me these care packages. In one of the care packages, a Danielle Steele novel happened to be on the top of the pile. It was entitled PALOMINO. The protagonist wound up falling off her horse. She became a quadriplegic, unfortunately, but didn't want to give up her love for riding. So she opened up this ranch in Wyoming. Just something clicked. I knew I wanted to teach from a very early age. Never thought of combining the two until I read the book. And she actually was one of our first supporters financially, because I had written to her to say, you know, your novel was this inspiration.
Wow.
And she donated a large amount of money to have 3 of the students with disabilities compete in a very prestigious able-bodied horse show in Chicago.
It's a relaxing time and enjoyable. There's always a lot of pressure when he's in therapy to perform and do and improve. And this is kind of, you know, working on things in a fun way. And I don't even think he realizes that it's work.
We work on pinch strength and we work on trunk rotation. So we put some clips on the mane and he has to find them. And we work on attentional skills, so trying to get him to focus and follow directions.
He's comfortable in his stance, where at times he'd be a little wobbly and stuff. And he's just improved.
I started working 3 hours a week with MS ladies on a Friday, and now I'm about 50 hours a week here.
Wow.
Yeah. Lisa came up with an idea of starting a work-study program so we could develop some kids with any form of a disability who would be eventually going into the workforce. Over here we have Rebecca. Rebecca actually got a job in a lawyer's office, and some of the skills that she learned with us here at PALOMINO, she took to the office. She works in the mailroom.
PALOMINO is a great place. It's an awesome place to ride.
I love working with the horses. My favorite one here is one of our Arabians named Sundance.
I like everything.
They really changed my life around totally. The horses, I love them.
It's pretty much my home away from home. If my husband can't find me, he just finds me at PALOMINO.
This is Cajun. He comes from Mississippi, actually. We rescued him from Hurricane Katrina. He came to us actually wild-eyed and ran around like crazy, and definitely not what you would think of an ideal therapy horse, that's for sure. There was just something about him that his eye, he just had the most kindest eye, and I knew that maybe just given some time, he would really transform into an amazing, amazing therapy horse, which he did. And now he gets to deal with some of our most difficult students, kids and adults.
What's the significance of using a horse?
The horse is such an empowering creature, first of all. A horse puts our students on a level playing field, and often for the first time in their lives. It doesn't matter whether our students can't see, it doesn't matter whether they can't walk, it doesn't matter whether they're in their chair. Horses are never, ever, ever judgmental. And that level playing field is a big, big motivation for our students, where they're able to compete, they're able to play a sport, they're able to be next to their, let's say, typically developing peers, again, very often for the first time in their lives, and they feel normal.
If someone, you know, always wants to take that leap, they have passions, what kind of advice would you give them?
I just have never, ever given up, and as difficult as it gets, especially financially, we're on Long Island, we're on 8 acres, we have livestock. There's always something about, number one, giving back. So if you're, you know, speaking to those who are interested in ever starting not-for-profits, you know, what you get in return, it's just absolutely amazing. You sleep well at night. You just go to bed feeling good about what you've done for the day, and probably just to, you know, really learn to listen more than talk.
Lisa Gatti of PALOMINO has taken a childhood dream and turned it into a fantastic business that gives back to the community. If you know someone with special needs or have a child with a disability, you should definitely take a look at PALOMINO.